I am reading from chapter 34 of O Hark, which is a part of the Significant Anthology. Out of the ramshackle truck, her minions jumped. By the knitting of the woman, the poet was stumped. Knitting a design intricate on her high horse astride, she yawned away, eyes swiveling from side to side, rubbed her eyes and set her watch to the correct time, and exclaimed, "It is still the best in the worst of clime." Knit and pearl, frantically she knitted. In a frown, her brows concentrated, her teeth she gritted. On every finger of her gigantic hand she had a ring. Despite her stature, in her gait, a Neanderthal spring. She peered at the poet and furtively changed the design, raised an admonitory finger and made a weird sign. 2 centuries have passed, things have altered. Eloquently she sighed and walked on unfaltered. Seeing the threesome, she gave a howl of pure glee. Quaking with fear, the javelin man wanted to flee. Suddenly the forest shook with a blast of wind cold. The poet mumbled, "She looks 200 years old." "What are you mumbling, you disheveled man hirsute?" "He's the knitter. I can read lips. I am not obtuse." One of her sidekicks gave a vicious tug at his sleeve, pointing towards someone under a tree starting to leave. Under the tree, a man stuffed a huge boulder into a sack, tied shoulder straps to it, and slung the sack on his back. Towards the river he walked, looking around sadly, while the trees rustled and the wind blew madly. The woman watched with a malevolent glint in her eyes. Whispered the poet, "Is she a subtle killer in disguise?" Suddenly, an invisible guitar burst out in joyous humming. Ears pricked. Who was this nocturnal guitarist strumming? Slowly the minutes fled, and a sudden splash they heard. The moon clouded, and in terror fluttered a hidden bird. Into the dark chasms of the water had the man jumped? Inexpressibly shocked, they gaped, shoulders stumped. "Do not worry, you are next," said she, on revenge bent. Full throttle towards the poet she moved, in her element. She hissed, "Now I'll turn in, but I'll be up with the lark." The forest sighed, conniving at her stealth, O Hark. Her eyes glistened like metal, transfixed on the poet's slim. His mouth puckered in a silent cry at this threat grim. Thank you.